All right, so we have a restoration and remediation franchise for sale out of Stevens Point, Wisconsin. This industry is great. I do like this industry. I've dealt with businesses like this in the past. They get a lot of attention. It's in that home service, that service business sector. So it definitely gets a lot of attention, a lot of demand. I'm just going to go over this listing real quick and give you what my initial thoughts are. We have an asking price of $1 million, the cash flow or the seller's discretionary earnings of $684,000. What this is saying essentially, and if you hover over this, it'll say it as well. It's the net profit of the business plus any owner compensation. So if the owner's paying themselves a salary, if they have any one-off expenses, any discretionary spending, like they run personal cars through the business, those things are added back to the net profit, and that gives you the $684,000. Now they're doing $1.9 million in gross revenue. Right off the bat, if these numbers are true, if this 684 is true, and we can validate that after we sign an NDA and take a closer look at the profit and loss statements and the tax returns, I think this is priced too low, in my opinion. And the reason why I say that, I'll pull up a calculator here. And if you take that asking price of $1 million, see if I have enough zeros in here. I do. And you just divide it by 684, 928. It gives you 1.4. Now, you can just go to Google real quick and see what do restoration businesses sell for. You're probably going to see 2 to 3. So I'm a little skeptical of why they're priced so low, and there could be something that we'll find once we look under the hood. But right now, this is priced on the low side. But they do say that it is a motivated seller. So I don't know if there's something there that maybe health wise or personal wise that they are trying to sell and just get out ASAP. And that could be a very valid reason. They go on to explain the services of the business, what restoration services they provide. Sellers offering up to 10% financing, which is fairly common. They say they have a highly trained and talented leadership team, national brand awareness through the franchise, referral business, and then turnkey systems in place. So everything is sounding fairly good. It has been pre-qualified with an SBA lender, as you can see right here. That's always a good sign that a bank or a lender is saying, hey, you know what? I've taken a look at the financials. I'm willing to lend on this business contingent on the buyer's profile. So a lot of things checking the box here. You know, I don't want to say red flag of concern went off or a light bulb went off, but this asking price just seems very low. Again, I would want to know why, and maybe it's because of this motivated seller up here. They're selling for a specific reason, right? Um, the only thing that I could think of, and you know, it's not always a bad thing, is that it is a franchise, so you will expect to pay some sort of transfer fee up front. You will have some sort of royalties that you'll pay the franchise every month, but in return, you do get brand recognition. You do get a lot of that back end support in terms of probably lead generation and some sales support. So that is very good, very beneficial. I would definitely fill out this contact form over here to get more information from the broker down here. That's the standard process. You fill out this form, you sign an NDA, and then you get access to what they call as a confidential information memorandum. And it's going to be a more of a bigger packet on the business, right? The first thing I'm going to do, I would inquire on this. Everything looks good. I'm okay with it being a franchise. The price just seems low, so I want to know what really is going on. The first thing I would do once I get that sim is just to see what financials they have included in there. I like to look at the last 3 years of the financials and then the year-to-date financials, and just make sure that the net income plus any of that seller's discretionary spending, we can justify it, right? A lot of times brokers may add additional things that aren't really justified to be adding to that net income of the business. So that would be the first thing I would want to do. But overall, this looks like a pretty good listing. I think my first thing that I keep going back to is I want to know why it's priced so low. And so I would probably ask what the seller's involvement in the business is and why are they selling? Why are they motivated? And get a better understanding of that. So I hope this helps on how to do a quick deal review and whether a business is worth inquiring on or not. If you have any questions, just let me know below in the comments. I'm happy to answer them.